Alright, I'm here. Sorry it took me so long. Let's get some piratey music in here. I know this is not some April Fool's nonsense. Give me a second. I'm going to TDRPG stream real quick. Where is it? There it is. Hey, here we go. Alright. Yeah. So, yes, Daggerheart adversaries from my own campaign setting. Now, to be clear, the music is appropriate because we are going to be making characters for a pirate setting. The Arcadian Empires, the Arcadian Kingdoms I'm working on so far, because they are one of the 3 colonial powers in this setting that I'm making. Because, you know, pirates gotta have some enemies. I will be making other pirates too. There are already some pirates in Daggerheart. So we will be trying to make our own unique pirates. We're going to be having regular pirates, zombie pirates, demon pirates, sea monsters. Well, they wouldn't necessarily be pirates, but you know, pirates fighting sea monsters is fucking epic. So that's going to happen. But since we're here, I might as well talk about what I found. Now, so I'm going to be using this website. It's great. It works on your web browser. It's called tabletoptown.app, and it's for Daggerheart adversaries. So if we go to the front page there, so Daggerheart Companion, just so we can see what it's about. Welcome to this tool. Allows you to explore existing Daggerheart system reference docket, the SRD, adversaries and environments, as well as create your own. Dive in, discover, and contribute to the world of Daggerheart. Daggerheart is a fancy tabletop role-playing game. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything there. So we can go over here, and you can also create your own environments for Daggerheart, which is really cool. And I want to show you guys something else that I'll be using today. This will mostly be off screen for you guys, but I'll be able to see it. I'll turn this on. Yeah, so not that. We will be coming back to this in a second. We'll be using this, which is Right Knight to Fight's guide to making custom adversaries, right? So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to show you something. So each category of adversary that is in Daggerheart is covered here. It gives you a little bit of a system. So I'll read through this. This document attempts to provide a proper guide for creating adversaries that fit the style and form of the official stat blocks. It aims to be used alongside the process that's in the CRB so you can create your own adversaries that fit the mood for your locations and fiction of your story. While the tables in the playtest were divided into weak, average, and strong, this document is presented per adversary type and per tier in a clean way you can reference easily. I also include a style guide for making adversaries so that you can make adversaries that use language consistent with the official ones. So yes, this is what it's basically all about. We're going to be using this guide. I'll be using this guide anyway. You guys won't be looking at it. And we're going to come up with some, we're going to be coming up with some pirate guys. And some also people who fight pirates, like pirate hunters. Privateers, even. And of course, you know, a bunch of like colonial powers that, yeah, 3 corrupt empires that you have to go up against as well. Obviously, I won't be able to make them all in one session. Like, I've made 9 of these guys already. Off stream on another day. But 10 of these guys, actually, I've made. I've made 9 tier 1 characters and 1 tier 2. So, yeah, we're going to be making some from... We're going to be making some of these guys from scratch, but we will be using, like, official sources as reference. So we get an idea of what to put together. Alright? So hopefully with this we don't get too bad. But yeah, so solo, that is basically a boss fight. Skulks. We'll talk about them over here. We'll talk about the different types of Daggerheart adversaries. You can see them here on the left-hand side. Hold on now. I'm going to change this to 1 page, and we're going to zoom into 100%, so that's easier to read. Hell, I might even go, yeah, 125% for this one. Alright, so this is the official Daggerheart Core rulebook, the PDF. I'm going to read out the different types of adversaries. Alright? So when I put this VOD up, people who are making their own adversaries know what to do. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be babbling on. Let's just get on with it. Alright. An adversary's type represents the role they play in conflict. When building encounters, utilizing a mix of types helps, creating a dynamic and engaging challenge. The adversary types are as follows. Bruisers are tough and deliver powerful attacks. So big, strong, dumb guys. Hordes are groups of identical creatures acting together as a single unit. It's pretty cool. Like basically, think of swarms in D&D and Pathfinder. That's essentially what those are. Leaders command and summon other adversaries. So yeah, these are basically support units, but also boss units. Minions are easily dispatched, but dangerous in numbers. And that's literally just, hey, there's a bunch of these guys that can do a bunch of damage, but they all have one hit point. So they're very much glass cannons, but also it's like for epic anime-style fight scenes, where you just mow people down. Ranged are fragile in close encounters, but can attack from a distance for high damage. Straightforward enough. Skulk. Maneuver and exploit opportunities to ambush opponents. Socials presents a unique challenge. We won't be doing any socials today, but I'll read through it anyway. Socials present unique challenges to overcome through conversation rather than combat. Although they do have combat stats, which in those cases they're very easy to take out. Standards are rank and file adversaries represented of their fictional group. So yeah, that's the more standard guys that you fight. They can have low HP too. And then finally, supports enhance their allies and disrupt their opponents. So basically, buff allies, debuff enemies. Hello, Jarmore! Yes, indeed, yo-ho. Because we are going to be making pirate characters here. Alright, so now that we got a rundown of these guys, we're going to flick over to this. No, that is actually the homebrew kit that you get from Daggerheart. I'm going to have that open for reference anyway. But let us hop over here to, yeah. So here we can see, I'm good, Jar. How are you? Yeah, we're just going to start digging into it. So I will be making Imperial units. I will be making pirates. I will be making sea monsters. I'll be doing a few different ones. And we'll see how long we can go for stream. It's just one more stream for the week before I go see my family for Easter. It's unfortunate that's on April Fool's Day of all days. But anyway, Yarhar, let's go. I really wish I had like an eye patch or pirate hat toggle, but oh well. Sweating your arse off at work. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in. Actually, Jar, since you're here, what should be... I'm starting with tier 1 monsters. We might do some tier 2 monsters later, but what kind of adversary should I make? Should I make a regular pirate, a supernatural pirate, an imperial troop, or a sea monster? I'll let you pick out of those 4 options, okay? Or even a pirate hunter. I could make a pirate hunter too if you want me to make a pirate hunter. Sea monster it is. Alright. So, let's make our first sea monster of the day. Okay. What kind of a sea monster should we make? Well, let's just start by going to create. Alright. So we can have this is it. This is all the stuff here. I might move my big fat head out of the way actually. Yeah, I'll move myself over here. There we go. I'm not blocking the cool stuff. Okay, so we need to create an adversary. We're going to do a tier 1 adversary. So what kind of a monster should we make? Oh, what would be a good one? Straightforward enough. How about we make a giant eel? All right, we'll make this like a low-level threat. This is an eel roughly the size of an eel roughly the size of a man. All right, that's what we'll say. Big fucking eel. Type 1, and I think we should make this, yeah. We'll start with standard. Standards are easy enough to deal with. So I'll be referencing my document here. Let's see here now. So the difficulty starting for that would be 11. So yeah, let's make it this 11. Giant eel, big fucking eel. Also, if you want to come up with another idea for a sea monster, I don't mind making another sea monster right after this one, Jar. So just throw out an idea. I put one too many E's in that eel. Alright. There we go. Wait, no, they're actually real-life eels the size of actual humans. Let's say an adult giant. I actually saw a big fucking eel the size of a person. Hey, love. You can stick around if you want. Giant oh, yeah, giant jellyfish. I'll do that one next. Giant jellyfish is actually terrifying. Alright, so let's see here. We'll finish the giant eel first. So, so we need the minor threshold, which starts at a 5. So we'll go for a 6. And the major threshold, severe, we'll say 8. That's the lowest you can go. Alright. This is standard, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Next is hit points. So, it should be between 4 to 5 hit points. So we'll say 4. Whoops. Okay. And how much stress? So stress is basically you spend a stress to gain an ability. But if you max out on your stress, you get negative side effects. So it's 3 to 4 stress. Let's say 3 stress. Keep this guy straight. We'll make the giant jellyfish more dangerous. All right. Now the attack modifier. We'll say +1. Giant eel should be able to hurt. And the damage dice, either 1d8 +1, 1d6 +2, or 1d4 +4. I'd say a d6 +2 is good enough. Oh yeah, and we got a +1 there. Attack, melee. We'll call this attack the bite. Because eels usually bite. Oh, Blake, if you want to come hang out in VC here, you can. You're more than welcome to. Sorry. Drinking tea. I'm just making stuff. Now, we got to come up with some experience. So, it wouldn't have any experiences, so we're going to have a feature for it, alright? So, features are where you get to come up with some really cool, unique abilities for your Daggerheart monster. So, if we open up the... What I'm going to do here is we're going to compare other adversaries. We're going to go to standard. Where's standard? There's standard. And we're going to mark this down to just tier 1. Yeah, just tier 1. Alright. So we see some special ones here. So you can see some of the abilities. They're either passive, an action, or a reaction. So I think what we need is an action one. Alright. So, yeah, this is one I made, the Arcadian Crusher. That's, yeah, that's what... So, it's pretty cool that they actually narrow stuff out. Alright. So, let's actually have a look here. Detain. Alright. So, we can take Detain here. Oh, you also... Giant Jellyfish and Big Crab. Okay, we'll get to those soon enough. God, we're just going for every kind of sea life, aren't we? Let's take this detain action and actually turn it into like a constrict action. So we can add some damage to it. So... It's so simple if you just take already existing stuff and tweak it. I do recommend doing that kind of thing. So we're going to copy this. All right, so it's two star signs to make it bold and just one to make it italic. Okay. So where's Marcus Stress? So we need... But we're going to make this a little different for our giant eel. So the giant eel... There we go. So there we are. That's already our giant eel. Cryptids. Anything. Yeah, honestly. Anything that would make a good fun encounter. Alright, so we're going to save the giant eel. That's the giant eel done. Let's go back to create. Thank you for the redeem, Jaramore. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just going to turn on the light here. It's actually starting to get dark already. Well, in my room anyway. It's actually nice and sunny outside. Nice and sunny outside, but I've only got one window. And it's not where the sun faces throughout the day. So I don't get much natural sunlight in this room when I'm in it. Unfortunately. Alright. Now. There we go. Sorry. Now that that's out of the way. Let us proceed. Well, I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, that's better. Alright. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I need to get an update on my model where my wings completely close. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Alright. So, we did a standard giant eel. I'm actually gonna... Hold on now. Mark that off on my sea monster list. Because I got a little physical checklist here. So that's done. Yeah. So we did a standard enemy. And that was a sea monster. So let's try a different type. Let's see. So Jarmore, you mentioned a giant crab. That'd be pretty similar in all honesty. With creature type at least. Like, just go through the list again. We can make a bruiser. Actually, a giant crab would be a good bruiser, actually. We can make a bruiser. We can make a horde. We can make a ranged enemy. We can make a skulk, which is usually a stealthy enemy, but can just be an enemy with a bunch of abilities. A solo, which is a boss monster. And we just did a standard. Now, there's more types than that, but these are just specifically for the sea monsters. Now, we'll keep it to tier 1 for now. Keep it nice and simple. So, let's see here. What else could we make? We could make a... Let's go... Yeah, let me just go back through your suggestions there. Giant jellyfish. A giant jellyfish actually would be a really good skulk, actually. Well, that's a very jaunty theme. Alright, so... let's see here now. I believe there's a like there's a really scary jellyfish called the Portuguese Man of War, but since Portugal doesn't exist in a fantasy world, we'll call it something else. Oh, I know, yeah. I know exactly what we'll call it. I just gotta check my notes here. Yes, we'll call it a Dalian Man of War. Alright, Dalian Man of War. Let me just change this here. So we're going to change this to Skulks. Alright, ooh, we got ooh, an ooze would be a good example, would be a great one for reference. But you can see, even at tier 1, they've got a lot of abilities. So yeah, we're gonna make this a strong guy. I'm gonna turn on the where is it? I want to turn on the window capture for a second. No, not that one. Thought it was that one. Hold on now. Nope. Strange. Oh wait, I know what's wrong. Oh, it was minimized. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. So we'll go to Skulk. No, colossal. We won't be doing colossal enemies because the site can't do colossal enemies, unfortunately. Okay, so let's actually go for max difficulty for this tier 1. So that'll be a 12. We'll definitely go for the major threshold. That should be minor threshold, and severe should be major. So we'll say 7 and 11 for the minor and major thresholds. We'll give it 4 hit points, 3 stress so it can do more abilities. We're going to give it the full +2 attack. And then we got to pick one of the dice pools for it. Okay. 1 second. We're going to go back to... Actually, can I just... Oh, that is so much simpler. Yeah, I'll just do that. Alright. So, 12 was a max difficulty, right? Yeah. Alright, so its minor threshold is a full 7. And we're going to go 11 here. Yeah. Alright, so what's the HP? HP is 4. Well, that's one too many. There we go. And then for its stress, I think we're going to go for the max amount, which is only 3. It's not a lot. But yeah, more than one of these things would be very dangerous. There we go. Oh, we never did moves and tactics for the other guy. Oh, well. So its moves and tactics are to incapacitate and ensnare targets. Oh, yeah, it's... So its motives is to eat. Trap, poison, and ensnare. I'll just say poison and ensnare. We don't need the trap part. And there we go. That's motive sorted. Alright, let's have a look at the attack modifier. Attack modifier, we're going to give it a full +2. Make it even more scary. And for its damage, see, oh, let's see, automod, okay, automod held a message. You gotta be careful with that word. I know which one you mean. Also, I don't like sharks, so I won't be making a shark. I'll allow it for now, but that is a dicey word you picked there. Like, yikes. Yikes. Be very careful with that word. I know you didn't mean, I know you didn't mean anything racial by it, but it's just like, ugh. Yeah, very, yeah. Twitch, yeah, it's just like, it is its name, yeah. Fair enough. I don't like giant sharks, though, so that's definitely a no-go for me. We got other sea monsters to scare people with anyway. So, out of the potential dice pools, you would think that the D8 plus 3 would be the worst one. But I'd argue that the D4 plus 4 is the worst. Oh, it's Mexican lore. Sorry. Alright. Oh, there's a... I actually don't need to make a Kraken. There's already a Kraken in Daggerheart. Yeah, Daggerheart has a Kraken in its monster book, so I don't have to make a Kraken, thankfully. So Giant Squid's already in here. But anyway, let's go back to this. So we're going to go for a D4 plus 4, because the least amount of damage you'll do with that is 5. And it'll go up to an 8. Whereas this, the least amount of damage you'll get is 4 up to an 11. I actually think this is way worse. So, yeah, we're going to go D4 plus 4. Yeah. Alright, take your time, Jar. And we'll call that Tentacle. There we go. Right, now we gotta come up with some features. So let's have a look at the other ones for... Let's take a look at other skulks for some... Oh, yeah, we gotta have a nasty passive. Right. Let's see. Oh, acidic form. Let's read this. No, that doesn't quite work. But yeah, these oozes are actually giving me some good ideas for this jellyfish. Let's see here now. Alright, those give me a few ideas, so I'll come up with my own one. Okay, so we need a passive. Alright, so let's do a Toxic Tentacles. Passive. Alright. So when the Manamore makes a successful attack, let's see here. I need to check my saving throws in Daggerheart real quick, because I'm coming up with ideas here. Skibbity bop 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 boop. Bop 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 boop. Let's see here now. Conditions. Let me check conditions here. Alright. Oh no, these are all typical terms. These are core mechanic terms. Oh, here they are. Oh, no, yeah, that's just in... Oh. Restrained. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, there's no poison, but I will have... There is restrained and vulnerable, which actually could be very dangerous. So actually, let's have a look what we got for the restrained here with... Oh, hold on now. Ah, hobbling. So yeah, we can make them vulnerable. We can use the same ability as hobbling strike here. Pardon me. Okay. This might be a little broken, if I'm honest. Ugh. I've misspelled vulnerable, apparently. There we go. I think that should be bold. There we go. Let me make sure I've phrased that correctly. Oh, until they clear at least 1 HP. Okay. There we go. Oh, not 1 hop, 1 HP. There we go. That's it there. And we'll save the Man of War then. Wait, no, it's a Skulk. It should have more abilities than that. Let's have a look at the other abilities these Skulks have. Okay, oh, there's some Skulks that just have 1, so... Okay, we'll leave it at 1 for now then. Now we'll look at our homebrew now. Yeah, that's good. Alright. So I'll mark off a Skulk Sea Monster. Oh, actually, I want to do one that I actually quite like. I want to do one with... I want to make a bunch of bloodthirsty seagulls. It's silly, but it's also kind of scary. Flock of flesh-eating seagulls. Seagulls are bastards, so this is perfect. Alright. These will definitely be a horde. Bloodthirsty seagulls that attack sailors. So their motives are obviously to hunt. Alright, what would be a tactic? I guess, you know, to blind you would be one. I guess they really wouldn't have much tactics other than that. They're just trying to create chaos. I made a horde before. These are the Orcadian clockwork ants. They're a bunch of robotic ants. Let's see here now. Consume obscure swarm. Yeah, I'll put that the same motives. Consume. Obscure. Actually, no, they wouldn't swarm, would they? They just peck. Consume, obscure, kill. They are trying to kill you. These things want you dead because they want your juicy, juicy giblets. They're after your giblets. Markiplier would hate these guys. These are evil seagulls coming for your giblets. Alright, they're a horde. So we'll also have a look at our PDF here. So for our hordes. For the horde. Okay, so for the horde. Okay. So a seagull horde. If you win, Yin, yeah, you can eat the seagull before it eats you. I mean, isn't that what Luffy does? Like, a bunch of stuff tries to eat him, but he ends up eating it. Actually, young Goku did that too. There was a bunch of things that tried to eat young Goku, but he ended up eating it. And then Gohan, that one T-Rex that kept trying to eat him, he just kept slicing off bits of its tail. Boys, meat. Yeah. Meat's back on... Boys, looks like meat's back on the menu. Or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote. Anyway, so we need to get our... So they have it here as major and severe, but it's actually changed to minor and major. So if we swap over here from our guide... Yes, our minor threshold... We'll make our minor threshold 7. I think that's a fair number for a flock of killer seagulls. And for... Oh! What's happened? Hold on. What the fuck's going on? I don't know what happened there. Screen froze for a second. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Sorry about that, folks. Whew. Okay, anyway. Severe threshold. Okay, it needs to be higher than a 7 anyway. We'll say 10. We'll say 10 for major threshold. I think that's fair. Difficulty. We'll figure out difficulty after we've made its features. Their features. Okay, so... HP. I think we should make this a 6. They're seagulls. I will be okay, one, there's already a Hydra stat block in Daggerheart. For Sirens, I think there might be Harpies in Daggerheart, so I might just use them. But for intelligent sea monsters, I'd want to leave them for, like, the higher tiers. We're only doing tier 1 and maybe tier 2 today. So we're sticking to the lower tiers. We're not going to go too high tier just yet. Yeah. But those aren't bad shouts. But Hydras are in here. Sirens and Mermaids. They'd actually be tricky to run those in Daggerheart because there isn't any, like, brainwashing ability in it. Like, Daggerheart's made for purely cinematic fight scenes, so, they'd be hard to work into it. I'm sure there is a way to do it, though. I'm sure there is. Alright, how much stress should a flock of killer seagulls have? So they can have 2 to 3 stress. Should we give them 3 stress, guys? Just a few thoughts on... Oh! Okay. Yeah, we should give them 3 stress. Okay. That means they get to do more shit. And their attack modifier... Oh! It starts at -2 and caps out at 0. Well, we're going to leave it at a 0, because I think a -2 is just kind of dumb for them to have. Alright, now the damage they should do. Okay. So, a D10 plus 2, a D8 plus 3, or a D6 plus 4. Oh, what should we put on there? Should we go for a D8? Should we go for the D6? A lot of damage choices. Now see, these damages seem low, but for like low-level Daggerheart, D6. Okay, so the D6. 1D... That means they can do at least 5 damage. Alright. So their attack modifier is 0. D6 plus 4. So if they hit you, it's going to fucking hurt. Pecking. So they're going to peck you to death. Yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Alright, so now let's have a look here. So we got to do the horde passive. So every horde has this horde passive. Oh, actually, ooh. Okay, we got to write these down. Hold on. I'm just going to copy these. Yeah, we're going to copy horde and we're going to copy flying because they are a flying enemy. Alright, so we're going to start with the horde. 1d4 plus 1. Let's just check, see here. I even have like pirate. There's pirate raiders here. That's straight up Q. Okay, let's see here now. Tier 1 horde 5 HP. What? They have 6 HP here though. That's strange. Huh. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's because like the. All right, take your time. There are intimidation checks, Yin, so that is possible. All right, I'm just gonna take the ants here. Those actually, I made those. That's actually one I made. The Arcadian Clockwork Ants. So this app is great for it. Oh wait, I realized something here, so okay. There we go. And that's passive. Copy this. I love this not quite Pirates of the Caribbean music I found on YouTube. Alright. When the goals, I should change that to. Take that part out. There we go. There we go. So we've got that so far. Now we need to come up with another. I think we could come up with one more feature for these guys. We could come up with our own. Or let's have a look here. Overwhelm. Okay, no, that actually wouldn't be bad. Actually, I think the rat's ability here in your face would be pretty good. Because it's a swarm of seagulls. They're going to block your face. Yeah, I think I'll copy that. There we go. We're nearly done with our seagull horde. Oh shit! I accidentally closed that. Whoop. Didn't mean to close that. Whoops. Hold on, I'll get that out of the way now. Shit, we're gonna have to start over again with the seagulls because we weren't done with them. I was nowhere near the. Was my mouse actually over here? Oh god damn it! I didn't mean to click that. Shit. No, we don't need to learn about how Ezra Miller was out of control. Thank you very much. We're going to get out of that. Yeah, we're going to go back to the epic pirate music. Put it back to the start. Sorry, folks. Fuck that one up. Let's see what homebrew survived. Giant Eel, Dalian Man of War. So 2 of the monsters we made survived. Yin. Yeah. Yin, do you have a suggestion? I will read out what. So we've only done sea monsters so far. We'll try and finish the seagulls anyway. Which is a shame that we just lost all our progress there, but it takes 2 seconds. It doesn't take that long to make a Daggerheart monster. So yeah, these were the bloodthirsty seagulls. And they were a horde. Easy enough. There we go. Killer seagulls and attack sailors. Alright, also we're going to need another tab at Tabletop Town. Adversaries. Oh, we actually do have a jellyfish enemy. The Dalian Man of War, a large deadly jellyfish monster that first discovered by the Dalian Empire. To eat, poison, and ensnare. So they got toxic tentacles, mark of stress, they make a target vulnerable. Yeah. Oh no, they're based on the Portuguese Man of War, and those things are not cute. They're fucking horrifying. Oh, I'm gonna get a picture of a Portuguese Man of War. One of the most deadly jellyfish in the world. Look at this horrifying monster. This is real! And it's fucking huge as well. But yeah, that's obviously the fantasy version is going to be much bigger. Oh wait, I should leave that alone. I'll check that out for now. All right. Anyway, we need to get back. Okay, so we just need tier 1, and the type we need is horde. Unclick homebrew. There we go. Alright, so we're going to need the horde passive and the flying passive. And the in-your-face passive. So you can... It's really easy to make a Daggerheart monster. You can just take from the other existing monsters. It is kind of tricky to make your own abilities, I will say. Alright, hold on. I better put in the other stuff for these guys. I'll just throw in at least this one. We'll get back to that later. Anyway, so HP. What did we say for HP last time? I think what we said was 6. And I think what stress did we put for them? I think we went with full 3. No, that's 4. 3. There we go. Attack modifier, we left that at 0. And it was a D6 plus 4. Alright, there we go. And the attack was pecking. There we go. Motives and tactics. Consume. Peck. Obscure. There we go. Minor and major thresholds. What were they again? I think we said 7 and 10, didn't we? There we go. Yeah, I think that's right. There we go. Now we can start putting back in the stuff that we're missing. There we are. Okay. And just change that to goals. There we are. There's our bloodthirsty seagulls. Well, we still have to put one more feat for them. It's the obscure. Or in your face, I should say. Yeah, these little bastards want to get at your juicy, juicy eyeballs, they do. There we go. Now, we can save. And like, I love how we can actually see what we're working on right here. It's perfect. Killer seagulls and attack sailors. The bloodthirsty seagulls. Well, actually, the whole idea for the jellyfish is like jellyfish just try and eat whatever they run into. But yeah, they could just attack you. All right, so let's see here. We do have we already got a kraken. A regular sized octopus would be good, but we wanna diversify a bit. Now we don't always have to make a. Oh, you have to mark down the horde. So we got a horde of enemies done. Sea monsters done. Seagulls are a fantastic horde. Piranhas, yes, we could do a horde of piranhas. I think because what I want to do is, for sea monsters, I don't want them to just be in the water. I have this set up so we can have some sea monsters that are in the air as well. So flying monsters as well as... But we shouldn't just all do monsters. There's other things we gotta do as well. Hold on now. I just heard my Discord go off there. Who's binging me right now? I'm checking on my phone. Because I could accidentally pull it up on my laptop if I put... What's going on here? What's going on here? Alright. So, let's see here. Next thing we need to do. Pelican! Killer pelican! You know, I might save that for tier 3. That could be a very funny, silly enemy. A giant pelican that just tries to swallow you whole. It's both terrifying and hilarious. Pelican would be a good one. One that tries to swallow you. Yeah. What else could we do? Well, we need to take a break from sea monsters, I think, guys. Yeah, so let's see here now. So to give you some ideas of what other creatures I have, why is my head going like that when I... Oh no, I might have to reset my position real quick. So I stop seeing the end under my chin. That's better. Alright. Tall tales that exist in the world. Oh! so much, Jar. Oh, thank you so much, Jar. And enjoy the sub there, Yin. Oh, that's so kind of you, Jar. Thank you so much. Alright, always appreciate that sort of thing. Alright, let's see here. What can we do? Right, so I want to show you guys. There's so the Arcadian Empire, for instance, they actually have some. Actually, these three here are Arcadian constructs. I might turn down the music. It's a bit distracting. Oh, it's already at the lowest setting. Golem Guard. Actually, I do have a sea temple. See, yeah, you're bringing that up. So, like, okay, so for this setting, right, there are a bunch of, because, okay, I want to talk something about, so before I go on there, I'm going to quickly talk about something in Daggerheart, a feature that's in Daggerheart, which actually, Golems is a good point, but they'd have to be tier 2. I'll explain why in a second. So let me scroll down here. I should have just typed it. Anyway, so campaign frames in Daggerheart have touchstones. And for my setting, for my touchstone, for my campaign frame, for my touchstones, the touchstones are in order: One Piece, the original Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, and The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And the Wind Waker one is important because of a bunch of like sunken temples rising to the surface that have a great deal of mystery to them. And they would have guardians there. So, I think, yes, we should make some temple guardian constructs. So let's go make some of those. Tier 2 though, so let's move. Tier 2. And I think for these we want to make some bruisers. Alright, here we go. Have a look at all of these now. Blech. Shark's a tier 2 bruiser apparently. Blech. Blech. I don't like it. Blech. Ugh. Alright. Oh, those are all three of the big bruisers at tier 2, apparently. Okay. Uh-huh. Ooh. Oh, there's some brutal stuff here. You're surprised you didn't see Peter Pan? Well, Peter Pan was a story. It was originally a play written by J.M. Barrie that he eventually turned into a novel. Like that one, I'd be surprised to see. But anyway, yeah, let's create a new one. Okay, so Temple Guardian statue. We'll just call it Temple Guardian. Tier 2. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go... Yeah, here we go. Bruisers. Okay. So Bruisers tier 2. Difficulty 14 to 16. Oh, I definitely think we should make it a 16. Yeah, I'm going to go with max stats for this because this is like... This is an important temple. Okay. So the minor threshold is 14. Severe threshold is 26. So 14 and 26. I should just type these in. What am I doing? Alright, HP. We're going max HP. Max HP is 7. Huh. Not a lot of HP on these guys, but okay. We're also going to go max stress. So the max stress is 6. Okay, that's actually a lot of stress. Okay. Max attack modifier. That's a 4. That's actually quite high in this game. Well, that's standard attack damage. Aha, here we go. So up to 4. There we go. What should we call this attack? Call it a stone sword. There we go. Melee attack. No, stone hammer. That'd be better. Alright. So now for the damage. I think 2d12 plus 3 is fucking terrifying. It's 5 damage at minimum, but like that is a total of maximum 27 damage. I think that's very scary. Whereas the d8 sound pretty bad, but that's a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 24. So yeah, I think the 2d12 plus 3, that's where we want to go with this. There we are. Doesn't have any experiences. It's literally just a statue. It's not like the Clanks. Alright. So actually, let's have a look at some of the tier 1 enemies as well. There we go. Just so we can see what else we can get here. Okay. Ooh, yeah, actually, this ground slam might be very good. Oh, yeah, I like the sound. That's actually really good. Filling up their stress slots. Also, it's trying to defend the area, so that's actually pretty good. So if it's trying to push people away, that ground slam might be great. Alright, so that's one. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, double strike. Mark a stress to make a standard strike against 2 targets within melee range. Ooh, that could actually be very scary. So I'm gonna throw that on there. Oh, this guy would be pants-shittingly terrifying. Alright. Let's see here now. I don't think that'd be a good one. Let's see here now. Ooh, terrifying could be good. Oh, that's awful. Terrifying. When the knight makes a successful attack, all PCs within close range lose all hope and you gain a fear. To explain what that is, a hope is something that is a resource that players can spend to do cool shit. And a fear is something a DM can spend to do cool shit. So, yeah. That is actually very dangerous. I think I might go with that one. Holy fuck, that's brutal. Yeah, I'm going to go with terrifying. Terrifying's good. Oh, that's... Yes, yes. Oh, I think that's. Oh, that isn't. Oh, that is. That's dangerous enough. That's dangerous enough. Oh, oh. So I'm just gonna mark Bruiser off of that one for the Temple Guardians. Now, I do have a lot more for the Temple Guardians. If you want to do, if we should, do you think we should do another Temple Guardian, guys? Like, we could do our first solo as a Temple Guardian, like a Temple Guardian like boss, full on scary giant monster. Let me give you an example of what solo monsters like. So a solo monster is what the entire is essentially a one versus party boss fight. Let's see here. There it is. And we're just going. Yeah, we're going to go tier 2. Show you guys how bad these things are. Look at this. Tier 2. Look at all of that. These things are dangerous. Like, let's see here. Juvenile flickerfly, a horse-sized insect. That's a juvenile flickerfly. And crystalline wings move faster than the eye can see. Tactics: collect shiny things, hunt, swoop. Alright? Passive: the flickerfly can be spotlighted up to 3 times per GM turn. Holy fuck. Spend a fear as usual to spotlight them. God damn. Peerless. Accuracy. Passive. Before the flickerfly makes an attack roll, roll a d6. On the result of a 4 or higher, the target's evasion is halved against the roll. So yeah, like, that's Mind Dance. Like, hallucinatory breath. That's really fucked. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. And I got a lot of these. Oh, look, there's the Kraken. I can show you the Kraken. Legendary Beast of the Seas. 11 hit points, 8 stress. This is a tier 4 monster. Consume, crush, drown, grapple. Experience plus. Oh, I should have given my swimming sea monsters a +3. Relentless. Many tentacles. Passive. When the Kraken has 7 or fewer marked hit points, they can make their standard attack against 2 targets within range. Oh. Grapple and drown. Oh my god. Like, terrifying. Terrifying. But I digress. Let's make our tier 2. Let's make our tier 2 solo monster. Alright, so we're just going to have... Yep, grab some snackies there, Yin. Actually, while you're grabbing snackies, I might just grab some more water because I'm doing a lot of talking this stream. So BRB. Be right back. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. All right. I'm having fun making these with you guys. It's a lot of fun just like sitting down like gonna make my scary guys. All right. So this is only a tier 2 one, so we don't have to be too... I'm thinking that this Temple Guardian should be something like a water elemental. Like, we don't all want them to just be statues and whatnot. We gotta diversify these Temple Guardians, because the Temple Guardians are going to be one of the more important things to fight. So, let's see. Well, an aquatic centaur in a pirate setting. All right. Right. What to call it? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Okay. You're thinking of, yeah. There we go. So, yeah, I'm thinking of like, you got something. You got something. Okay. Or are you thinking of the Knuckle of V? Are you thinking of the Knuckle of V right now? I think you're thinking of the Knuckle of V, aren't you? Because you thought Sea and Centaur. That horrifying motherfucker. Actually, the Knuckle of V would be good. It would be good fight in this in Daggerheart. Oh, a hippocampus. Okay. I'll call it the Guardian Hippocampus. Alright. Oh yeah, Temple. Oh yeah, I'll call it the... Call it the Temple Master. We'll call it King Hippocampus. There we go. There we are. Alright, so movements and tactics. We'll figure that out. Nymphs! Oh, well, yeah, we gotta have some sea nymphs in there somewhere. I'll figure them out later, but we'll keep it. We'll work on King Hippocampus right now. All right. Oh shit! I gotta. Sorry, BRB again. I've really got to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. Nature called and I had to answer. Alright. Give me a second. What's this now? Right. Right. Temple Master King Hippocampus. Let's work on this. Let's work on this big freak. Giant hippocampus wearing a crowd. A giant and rather regal-looking hippocampus that protects the treasure of the sea gods. That protects a treasure of the sea gods. Alright, so we'll work on its move and tactics later. So, we're doing a tier 2 solo fight. Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think this guy should be difficult. So, again, difficulty 16, just like the Bruiser. So, there we go. Then, let's see here. I really don't like that this PDF thing has an AI assistant on it now. Don't like that. I should really change the settings on this at some point, because I don't like how blinding it is. Anyway. So, we did the difficulty. We want its threshold. So, yeah, 14 and 26. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Alright. Okay, so that's 1426. HP, yeah, we're going to go for the full 10. It's boss fight. We gotta be challenging. Oop, went too far. We want to be challenging, but not that challenging. Stress 5, because it's a boss. Should have more stress. Alright, attack modifier. We're definitely going to go for the 4. It rolls 2d20! It rolls 2d20 for its damage! Holy fuck! Oh my god, that is so scary. We gotta go for the 2d20. We have to go for the 2d20! Oh my god! Yeah, attack modifier 4. And, we're going to go for Hoof Crush. Jesus Christ. What's the average of a D20? A 12? So that's 20. That's 27 average damage, and it's only tier 2? The highest level, like, so you go 1 through 10 in Daggerheart. Holy fuck, this thing is terrifying. We haven't even given its features yet. Alright, so just gonna check its that's one I made. Alright, we're going to say swimming for an experience. We want to give it a +3. Alright. We got to give this thing a lot of stuff. I say we give it a relentless 3. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. King Hippocampus can be spotlighted up to 3 times per GM turn. Spend fear as usual to spotlight them. There we go. How dare you intrude on the temple of the sea god mortals? Nay, nay, for I am King Hippocampus, and I'm going to fuck you up. Alright, we gotta come up with more features than that. So I'm just gonna put down. Yeah, we're gonna put in. There we go. I'm going to look at these for momentum. Yeah, I'm going to put in momentum. Momentum's actually quite dangerous. Eyes look lower. He's not joking. Run. Yeah. Oh, Hippocampus is so silly, but at the same time terrifying. I love this. We made a very goofy but scary guy. Okay, let's see here. What else we got here? I'm actually going to have a look at the bruisers for inspiration real quick. Let's see here. We already got the momentum. That's a good one to use. Ooh. A charge would be really good. Alright. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go back to the solo, and we're going to see what we can get up to tier 4. See what else we can do. I might reduce the damage for those ones, but I want to see what else we could do. Alright, Young Ice Dragon. That's not a bad one to take a look at real quick. I think, yeah, we should come up with our own stuff for it. Oh, what's this? I've never known defeat. Phase change? Fallen World Warlord, a Roundbreaker. Oh my god. Alright, I think I have an idea. Alright, see you later, Jar. Take care. Trying to think now. What else could we do? Why is my audience everyone right now? Anyway, I'll leave that for later. Okay, we gotta figure out 2 more abilities for this guy. I think we should do a trample. Let me see the Minotaur's, oh, the Minotaur I think was a bruise. Well, actually, was there a Minotaur here? Yeah, I think the Minotaur is in Bruiser. Because I think I could rework the Minotaur's ability. The Charging Bull, yeah. Hmm. That's an action, but okay. Alright, hold on, I have an idea. I'll call it the tidal gallop. Make it an action. Welcome back. We haven't done nymphs yet. I'm still trying to figure out King Hippocampus. We're trying to figure... I've just figured out a move you can do called the Tidal Gallop. I'm trying to figure out... on a successful hit, on each... There we go. I think that's a good move for King Hippocampus, the Tidal Gallop. I think nymphs can be dangerous, yeah. Nymphs can be dangerous. They're not all... it just depends on the nymph, really. Like, let's have a look here. Nymphs. Let's look up. I hate that there's all those news articles popping up. I don't want to see any of them on my stream. So if we look up nymphs, and we'll use Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia is not the best source, but they are nature spirits, so they can do anything. So they're a minor female nature deity. So while they are minor deities, they can cause damage. I know that much. Divine powers of... So they usually can heal. Other divine powers include divination and shapeshifting. In spite of their divine nature, they were not immortal. So yeah, that's something we do know. Alright, there's a broad bunch. Like, they're mostly oceanids. They're ocean nymphs. Oreids, mountain nymphs. So we'd actually want to make oceanids. We don't want to make nymphs. We want to make oceanids. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about them being dangerous, but I believe they can be dangerous. We'll get to the nymphs at another time. Honestly, after doing the tidal gallop, I don't think there's anything else we need to add to... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to add to King Hippocampus. I think that's good enough for him. Yeah, he's already pretty, Yeah, because the tidal gallop mixed with momentum? That's seriously fucking dangerous. You can max out on fear with him. So I'm going to save King Hippocampus. King Hippocampus is, pretty nasty. Alright. Now let's see here. Try and think of another thing. Let's go back to simple ones. I think we should do... Oh, I better mark that down actually real quick. Tier 2 solo. Got that marked down. Alright. So, let's see here. We gotta come up with another one. We haven't done a pirate yet. We could do a ghost pirate. We could do a demon pirate. We could do another type of undead pirate, like a zombie or vampire. We could do a pirate hunter. Bounty hunters, essentially. Yeah, we could do one of those. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a tier 1 pirate hunter real quick. Okay. Here we go. I say we make a ranged guy for a pirate hunter. Because we haven't done any ranged characters yet. So let's make a... Oh yeah, we'll do a ranged pirate hunter and a support pirate hunter. I think those two would be very good. Both a tier 1. Alright. There is a bear on there. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a bear tier 1 bruiser. That's not one of the ones I made. Look, I'll show you the ones I made. I'll click on homebrew. These are the guys I made. But like these, this is just the general stuff. This is everything. So yeah. You got an archer guard, you got an acid burrower, you got a bear. Bladed guard, bloodthirsty seagulls, that's one of mine. Brawny zombie, that's one from the book. Cave ogre, construct. Courtier. Deeproot defender, dire wolf. Giant mosquitoes, I didn't come up with them. Giant rat. Giant scorpion, glass snake, green ooze. Harrier, head guard. Jagged knife bandit. Yeah, so plenty of stuff. Anyway. Let us create another one. Yeah, hold on. I'm reminded of the bear dubbed cheeseburger from Far Cry. He was so cute. Oh, that is a very cute name for a bear. Cheeseburger. I like that. Alright. We gotta do a tier 1 ranged pirate hunter. Alright. So, tier 1 pirate hunter. Let's see here now. We'll call... So, I'll call him the pirate... Pirate Hunter Gunner. I think that's a good enough one. Yeah, Pirate Hunter Gunner. There we go. It's a pretty straightforward concept for them. They either kill or capture. Easy enough. Alright, so let's have a look at our list again. Let's go to ranged. I think R is before. So yeah. We'll make him a difficulty 11. Oh, no. There we go. And let's see here. We'll give him a minor threshold of 4. And a major threshold of, let's say 8. I think that's good. Right, hit points. We'll say 4 hit points. And his stress, we'll leave it at a 2. Attack modifier. Say 1 is good enough to be fair on this guy. There we go. It's actually a ranged, not a melee. Damage type. Oof, still do a lot of damage for these guys. We'll say 1d12 plus 1. Alright, experience. Let's have a look at the other experiences here. So we're looking for ranged. Stealth might not be a bad one. Oh, hold on now. Yeah, I better put down as a pistol. Fire. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go for the hobbling strike on this guy as well. Straightforward enough. Like everything, hobbling strike, hobbling shot. It should be a hobbling shot, not a strike. But yeah, we'll take the hobbling. We'll take the hobbling shot. We'll work on his experience later, after we get his shot in. There we go. Now we need to give him some sort of experience, and then our tier 1 pirate archer will be done. Wouldn't say local knowledge because, you know, he's a sailor, so that would make sense. Sailor plus 1, I'd say. No, sailor plus 2. Sailor plus 2. We'll say sailor plus 2. I mean, if you're going to hunt pirates, you better have some experience sailing. Alright, yeah. Pirate Hunter Gunner. And next, what else? Okay, so I'm gonna take out that's the range one done. Now we're gonna make a support. So, so supports don't just buff allies; they also debuff enemies. So, right. Pirate Hunter. What could this Pirate Hunter do now? What could we do to fuck up pirates? What would be interesting? I'm trying to think now. Well, we'll have a look at the tier 1 support. See if we can get some ideas from that. Right, here we go. I made a rookie medic. Tier 1. So this guy's cursing people. Hold on now. Let's just see here now. Actually... actually, yeah, we could make this pirate hunter a hexer. This could be like a spell casting pirate hunter. All right. I'm going to come up with my own thing though. All right. All right. Oh, I got an idea. Ooh, this is evil now. We'll call him a pirate hunter wizard. There we go. Straightforward enough. There we are. I think that's good. Sorry now, hold on, I gotta clear something real quick. There we go. Alright. Alright, same thing. So, we want to go to the supports. Where are the supports? Probably lower down. Here we go. Okay, so tier 1, difficulty 12. Okay, I think that's fair enough for rookie pirate hunt. Threshold. We'll say a 5 and a... We'll keep it to the minimums for those ones. 5 and 9. Alright, and what's his damage? Okay, so we'll leave his attack modifier at 0 and his damage. We'll say a D8. That could be pretty bad, alright. So yeah, this guy's a sailor. Actually, oh, I realized that we need another tab of this. Alright, let's search. I'm just going to search wizard real quick. I want some ideas for experience. Here we go. War wizard. Magical knowledge. We'll make that a +2 as well. There we go. Oh. There we are. be range fire. Alright, there we go. Actually, we'll call it, no, I should, hold on now. Spell Blast is what I'll call it. There we are. Alright, we need to give this guy a feature. Why did I close the other tab? That was silly of me. Keep it open. I need to see the stuff. Alright. I want to have a look at the stuff that they got here. Okay, hold on now. I think I'll try and come up with one of my own. Okay, I have an idea. Oh, I think we have to start the music again. Yeah. There we go. What did I mark? Oh, yeah, it's... Okay, there's one stress. Yeah, I think there can be more than that. I think the S on stress needs to be capitalized. Offer. Come on. Can mark a stress to... Let's see here now. Let's say remove a hope. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. And I need to make sure I got the right amount of stress for these guys. How much stress can they have? 4 to 5 stress. So yeah, that's actually... Ooh, that could actually be really bad. Yeah, and hit points. We'll go for the minimum amount of HP. 3. We'll go for 3 HP. Yeah. I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. That's our Pirate Hunter Wizard done. Alright. Marking that one. What's this now? Oh. Sorry, I'll have to reply to this. There we go. Anyway, right. Let us see here. Sorry, didn't mean to go there. Okay, so we've done a support for we've done a range of support for the Pirate Hunters in Tier 1. Alright. Pretty straightforward stuff. We could do a Tier 1 solo for the Pirate Hunters as well. We did a Tier 2 solo. Alright. Anyway. Let's see here now. Yeah, we could do a Tier 1 solo. Pirate, like a big tough Pirate Hunter. Let's say, ooh, like a Rising Star Pirate Hunter. Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Alright. Yeah, I think that's an idea. Alright, I want to make him a solo. Alright, sorry. Oh, shit, I shouldn't be looking at that on this screen. My bad. I should have checked that on my phone. Wasn't thinking. Hopefully no one saw anything there. Anyway. Right, let's see here now. Okay, description. Wait, let me just... Okay, that does not pop up on... shouldn't have been checking it to be sure, but still, I need to be safe. Alright, Alright. Same as the other Pirate Hunters. Collect bounty. Capture or kill. Alright, so we're going to go back to the solos. So, Tier 1, I want to go 13. I saw the minor thresholds, so we'll go 8 because it was 7 to 9, so it makes sense to make it 8. And then severe threshold, 14. There we go. Alright, hit points, 9. There we go. Stress. I think we should go for the full 4 stress for this guy. And it's just a +3 attack. There's no, like, 2 to 4 on this one. It is straight up a +3 attack modifier. That's what they recommend, so that's what we're going with. Alright, so... definitely a cutlass, but we're going to give this guy, like, some special attacks as well. So his cutlass does... I think a D12 plus 2 is pretty good. Well, he's definitely got some sailing experience. We'll definitely give him local knowledge. Which is odd for sailors, but still. Give him plus 2 on that. Alright, we're going to give him some features now. Definitely want to give him Relentless. The Relentless would be scary, alright. Alright. We need to give him more features, though, because he's a boss. Yeah, momentum. There we go. Oh, I'm having fun. Alright, one more. I think I should give him like a special, like, ranged move. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a ranged move. Oh no, random thought, but I think probably one person or so might may an animal enemy visit. Okay. That's not a bad idea. He's so that's more of a feature for a leader character though. Leaders can summon minions, whereas solo characters, their guys will go one-on-one. I'm essentially making a pirate hunting like rookie Batman right now. This is a guy that's going like, I'm going after all these pirates by myself. All right. Actually, I think the town guards... Oh, no. I'm going to go standard real quick so I can see the town guards at level 1. Detain. Alright. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, detain. Detain. I think that's the one. We gotta have detain in there. This is actually be a great level 1 boss fight. Like, yeah, just the guy. He's just a dude who's trying to arrest you. He's just like, get over here. I'm not through with you yet. All right. Let's see. What else can we do? I might take an idea from one of the leader ones here. You see, they're already very boss coded. Oh, pirate captain, no quarter. Hold on now. Oh, wait, no, that's just an order. Nah, that's no good. Wait, what's this? Oh, this might be good. Yeah. I was thinking of giving him some magic because, like, you know, he should be smart enough to do it. Oh, yes! Yes, I'm taking Suppressing Blast from this leader here. There we go. There's our... There's... yeah. Throwing it as some magic. Why not? It's a fantasy setting. There we go. Oh yeah. He's actually kind of terrifying for a tier 1 boss fight. All right. We got. I think that's enough pirate hunters for today, though. All right. Let's have a look at all my homebrew right now. Yeah, got quite a few. Let's see here now. So 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. All right, I had 10 already, so we've already made 8. That's a lot. We've made a lot this stream. Yeah, we have been going 2 hours, so that makes sense. Let's try and make 2 more of these guys. You can make a lot of these guys in a short amount of time. It's like, that's how quick it is. Now, we're only making tier 1s, in fairness. But still. Alright, I don't think any of them would be good. Let's see here now. What else could we make? Try and at least make 2 more. But you know, we'll make a we'll make a leader. We'll make a leader real quick. But not a pirate hunter leader. We need to make some other kind of leader. Oh, you know what? Let's make a ghost pirate leader and a bunch of ghost pirate minions. I think that's what we should do. Yes, we'll make a ghost pirate leader and his minions, because we haven't made any minion monsters yet, or a leader monster. So that's an idea. Yes, okay. So create. Tier 1. Make him a leader. All right, so let's see, tier description. What should I say? Yeah, so I have. All right. I think that's good. There we go. All right. So what do we want for the threats for leader? Leader should be near the top. Oh yeah, minions are just below. That's perfect. Okay. So ooh, fear abilities that spotlight 1d4 allies at half damage. Oh, that sounds brutal. Okay, yeah. We'll make this guy a difficulty of 13. Wait, did the music already stop? Oh my god, it's been another hour already? Jesus. Time flies when you're having fun. So, difficulty of 13. I think that unlucky number is appropriate for a spooky ghost. 8. Okay. And for his major threshold, 14. Okay, so similar to the solo. Alright, so hit points. We'll definitely say 6 because he's got... we don't want him to be minimum, but we don't want him to be, like, too difficult either. So stress... I think we'll give him the max stress, though. 4. Yeah, that's looking scary already. Attack modifier. We'll say 3. Alright. Alright. Ghostly Cutlass, I think. No! Ghost Pistol! Whoa! He'll shoot you with his Ghost Pistol, so he will. Yar! So it's magical damage. What should the damage be? I think a D10 plus 3 is a fair amount of damage. Did a piratey voice there. There we are. Oh, I forgot to put the 1 in. 1 D10 plus 3. Put a sailor. Just because he's dead doesn't mean he still doesn't have like sailing experience anymore. And I'll have magical knowledge because he is a ghost. Wait, no. Supernatural knowledge. Alright. Let's have a look at the pirate captain for inspiration here. Alright, we definitely want no quarter. And, yeah, we want no quarter and we want momentum. Definitely. Instead of summoning like a pirate horde, we're going to have him summon like a let's say a D6 of ghost pirate minions. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, reinforcements. We're going to change that one a bit. With magic. I mean, people are able to fight ghosts in D&D and Pathfinder, so why not? Why not here in Daggerheart? You know. Pretty much, yeah. Let's say 1d4 plus 2, so we can have at least a minion. There we go. Once per scene, I think that's fair. Let's see, we'll also take the no quarter. And no quarter and momentum, definitely. Oh, I spent... Oops. The spend of fear should be... Yeah. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. Alright. I'm having a lot of fun. Alright, I need to make one more. This will be a different one from Swashbuckler, I think. Or we can modify Swashbuckler. No, I think we should take something else. Spellblade. Sorry. I think allergies are getting to me. Blech. Oh yeah, that's the solo monsters, Yin. Solo monsters are the big bosses. Yeah, so leaders and solo monsters are what would the boss monster, they'd be the boss monsters in Daggerheart. Good example of, you know, I can show you actually. Well, we'll take a break from character creation so I can show you some. So we want to go to right. So yeah, solo and leaders, they are the two boss monsters. So solos presents a formidable challenge to a whole party, and also in Colossus of the Drylands, there are a special type of enemies known as the Colossi. And the Colossi have different segmented body parts. They're an entire big bad guy themselves that you need to fight. So I'll just scroll down to where the enemies are. Sorry, I'm just going to look at how badass this mushroom lady is. She's so fucking cool. Anyway. So we want to look for... yeah, there's the examples of the leaders. So there's a head guard and the briar whip. But we want to show you... I think showing you the solo will be the best type to really wrap your head around it. So yeah. So... You just fight one of these things by themselves. They are actually that quite strong. Yeah, look at all this stuff they could do. It's fucking insane. Anyway, scrolling down, we want to look for some solo monsters here that I can demonstrate. We're going to go past tier 1. We're going to go to tier 2. And then we'll try and find one of each. Yeah, here's some tier 2. So let's look for solo. Battle Box, tier 1 solo. So you can see we've been dealing with tier 1 enemies a lot. So it has 8 HP, can add up to 6 stress, that's a lot. Attack plus 2. Slam, 2d6 plus 3 physical damage. You can see it's got like a randomized tactics here. It's got a lot of really cool stuff. You know, I think for our Ghost Leader, I think that for the oh, look at this group, a pack of demonic hounds. There's our hellhounds right there. That's cool. Giant Beastmaster. So you can see you were talking about a guy who could have monsters. There's literally a giant that has a monster that is controlling a bunch of animals. So, Deadly Companion. Twice per scene, summon a bear, direwolf, or similar tier 1 animal adversary. So it's a tier 2 leader with tier 1 monsters. I think that's actually pretty cool. Animal handling +3. So, yeah. There's a giant brawler, and he's a bruiser. Alright. Sorry. There's actually a few... Spectral Captain. Got a ghostly commander leading his troops beyond death. I should look at this guy. Alright, so this guy is more of a, like, an undead captain of a military unit. And not so much a... a pirate captain. Okay. Still though. Oh yeah, sirens are already in here. Look at that. So we don't need to make sirens. Sirens are in here. That's good. Half fish person. Oh, it's the mermaid type of siren too. We're looking for a solo though. But yeah, Jesus, there's a lot of cool monsters here. There's an adult flickerfly. It's essentially a dragon. It's like a dragonfly monster. Like, it's literally a mix of a dragon and a dragonfly. Winged insect the size of a large horse with iridescent scales. Wings that move too fast to track. So we saw the subadult one, but yeah. These things are quite dangerous. Demon... That's a bruiser. I thought for certain that was going to be a solo. It's got bloody boxing gloves. Look at that. It's got... Those are boxing gloves. You could... There's even like the... It's terrifying, but that the boxing gloves makes it kind of funny. That's another bruiser. Where are the solos? Ah, here we go. Hydra. Tier 3 solo. Quadrupedal scaled beast with multiple long-necked heads, each filled with menacing fangs. So there you go. So Hydra's not one we need to make. It's good to know it's there, though. Yeah, anyway. Give you an idea of what they're like. So we're going to go back to this. Right, I think I'm going to make my own thing for the 4th ability for the captain. Now, the thing is, I haven't played tests. I haven't play tested any of these. I haven't played proper Daggerheart. I have no idea how to play test any of this, so I'm making it up as I go. As best I can. So, let's see here. For the Ghostly Pirate Captain. We're going to do the Ghostly Pirate Captain, then we're going to do his minions. We're going to call them Ghost Pirate Minions. Easy enough. Oh, actually, we'll call them Ghost Pirate Wisps. Oh, I think that's a good idea. So, yeah. Ghost Pirate Wisps. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Alright. What are the kinds of saving throws you can make in Daggerheart? I better check that before I do anything else. So let's see here. I want to check that real quick. Let's see here now. I'm checking the book right now because I want to see what conditions you can suffer in Daggerheart. Well, no, I should check the Daggerheart character sheet to see what rolls they can make. Yeah, I think that's an idea. That's for the Ranger Companion. Oh, no. Actually, I think I can just pull it up, so give me a second. Alright, here we go. Player materials. Class packages for all of them. Alright. Let's go with the Guardian. Straightforward enough. Alright. So, Jesus Christ, that's zoomed out. Let's zoom into 100%. Ah, here we go. Presence. We want to do a presence roll. Okay, I think that's the right one. Yeah, because agility is dexterity, strength matches strength, finesse, that's also dexterity. Weird. But yeah, alright. I think I am going to make it a presence check. Yeah, make a presence check. Alright. Alright, so we'll go... This actually goes very well with his ghost pistol. Alright, so they have to make a presence check. Must make a presence check. So I believe their difficulty is what they have to hit. They must move far. They must move to... There we go. Alright. Straightforward enough. I think that's good for our Ghost Pirate Captain. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is make our Ghost Pirate Wisps. These are minions, so they only have 1 hit point at any given time, and I'm pretty sure they have 0 stress. So we want to go for minions. Doesn't matter what tier the minions are. All it takes is 1 hit to take them down. So here's examples of them right here. Rotted Zombie's a good one there. So all minions have a passive feature. Yeah. They even have minuses to their attacks. So that's fun. I'm going to close the Guardian right now. No, that's the one I want to check out. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so minions, they're right here. Okay, difficulty... We're going to say 10. 10 is fine. The Ghost Pirate Captain's already hard enough as he is. So, Want to go back. Leave it at 10. Alright, so that's already at 10. HP 1, yeah. They have no major or severe thresholds, so we're going to leave it at that. -2. We're going to say -2 for their attack. There we go. And what's their damage usually? They do between 1 to 3 damage. Okay. So yeah, they don't even get a dice roll. They just do damage. That's it. Okay. We'll leave it at a 1, so I think we'll leave it at a 1. Now thinking, are there leeches? There probably are leech monsters. I'm not going to worry. There wouldn't be leeches in the ocean. There'd be lamprey eels, so like I could make like giant scary lamprey eels that could suck people's blood. But yeah, there wouldn't be any there wouldn't be leeches in salt water as far as I know. I could be very wrong on that. I could be completely arseways about that. But anyway. So, see what the other minions have for their attacks. We'll call it spirit. We'll call it a spirit. We'll call it like ghostly burn. Call it soul burn. And it'll count as magical damage, not physical. Small spectral. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, basketball wouldn't be bad. Like, roughly the size of a basketball. Alright, so we're gonna have the minion passive for them. Group attack as well. I think that's all they'd have, really. Alright. Wait. Alright, I think that's good. Now let's see how much homebrew... Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good right now. Honestly, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. I think... Okay, that is... I think we've made 10 now. So I'm just gonna mark off leader and minions here. Yeah. We could make a horde of Ghost Pirate Wisps as well, but I think that's enough for now. Thank you very much, Ian. That is plenty, I think. Okay, I think we've been going for nearly 3 hours now anyway. Yeah, I think I might end stream there. I'm going to see who I can raid out to real quick. Going to make another tab, but move it away so you guys can't see who I'm looking at. Go to Twitch. Let's see who's on. Who should I raid out to? Okay, Red Claw's doing Wine Wednesday, but I don't think that's a good one to raid out today. Let's see here. Yeah, I do love red, but I have to share it. Oranges might be a good one. Oranges is friends with Nabe. I could raid out to Oranges, yeah. I think we'll raid out to Oranges, guys. Give me 1 second. Just change that back to this real quick. Yeah, we'll raid out to Oranges. Okay. Oranges is playing Crime Scene Cleaner. That'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting one. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I won't be back until this day next week, so I'm not streaming for the rest of the week, and I won't be streaming Monday or Tuesday next week, but I will be back Wednesday next week. All right? So I'll see you on the 8th. That'll be it for me then, for now. I'll move myself to just chatting anyway before we raid out. Yeah. Alright, guys. See you soon. Yeah, let's raid now. I think we... No, we can't raid yet. Oh, yeah, raid now. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.